See if I can get that sunset going down right there. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Happy Hour Live. Not much sunset left right over there, but we'll take it. We're starting to get closer to sunset time, where we can actually show that, and hopefully within the next month we'll have sunsets will be back as part of the Happy Hour Live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome. And I was asked last week. I've got my bear cup. Look at that. Look at that. I miss that dog so much right there. Look at that. A most famous dog on YouTube. There you go. Sure, Miss Bear. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're doing Starlink. Starlink makes it happen. I like it. Yes. I am still in I'm enjoying Yuma, and except for guys, it has been cold here. I don't understand what's going on. Yuma is supposed to be warm. Do you know it was warmer in Quartzsite today than in Yuma? I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's been windy. It's been chilly, and it's better today. We had like 69, so I can't say too much bad about it. It's and hopefully we've got a warming trend going on, because I had planned on going out to the bridge to nowhere, and doing, because I've seems like every year I've done at least one live out there at the bridge to nowhere, and you know what? It's going to be windy and cold. The wind is just now starting to die down, and I probably would have been okay to pull that off. So we'll see. I'm going to be a little cautious in saying if I can pull it off, I'll pull it off. But let's say hi to everybody real quick. Tom and Lori, RV Life, first word of the night. Glad to have you guys here. Went and saw them here this last week, and went out to see the new digs. And I'll tell you what, they've got the spot out there. I was a little jealous, just a little jealous. So X-Fired Up, Cracker Box Palace. There's Bill. How you doing, Bill? Jenny Loves Real Estate. There's Miss Jen, and Miss Pearl right there, saying good evening, everybody. And just passing through, there's Mr. Bob right there. Glad to have you guys here. Hopefully you made it back okay from your jeeping excursion. So, and I don't know how warm it was there, so hopefully it was warm. If you missed the week here, let me just recap. It was about 50 degrees. One morning it was 43 degrees. I don't know what's happening to Yuma. I don't know. I don't know. Market share is in the house. How you doing, Forrest? Glad to have you here. Oh my gosh, yeah. Tom and Lori say we sure do miss her every day. Yeah, I miss that. So, what is this? Miss Tom Jordan. Yeah, that's Miss Lori sporting a new name there. Hi, Miss Lori. How you doing? Oh yeah. No, that's I'll tell you what, that dog was practically mine. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I tried to take off with Bear, and Tom and Lori kept catching me. That was the only thing. I could have done it. I could have done it. So, sub-freezing weather in a rooftop tent isn't for sissies. You know what? I believe you right there. That is a fact. So, yeah, I don't know how that name showed up weird. Yeah, no, that's okay. That's all right. It's been 20. Yeah. It's there's a reason why I'm down south and not up there north with all the Eskimos. Although I will say, I don't know if Gary is here tonight. Talk to Gary a little bit. They've had some, actually, it was warmer in Canada than it was down here as we were sitting there talking. I think he said it was 54 degrees up there. There was no snow on the ground, and it was 50 here. And I said, I don't even know how you pull that off, Gary, but good for you guys up there. And then you drop down into Oregon and it's 22. Yeah, no, mm, mm. Uh, seems like it's been a pretty mild winter, though. I haven't heard a lot of horror stories coming out of the north for deep snow. And even talked to my brother out there in New Hampshire, where I spent a little bit of time last summer. If you guys are following along, and he says, yeah, not bad. You're getting a little bit of snow here and there, but none of the feet of snow that they normally get. So this is a good thing. But so I have not been out because of the cold. You know, I just stayed around and worked on little projects and watched some movies this past week. No real video to show you this week. So Desert Gypsy's in the house. There's Miss Bonnie right there. She did head back, and she went headlong back into the cold from here. And I'll tell you what, you've got more guts than I do. Yeah, even chilly here was not as cold as what you have out there. So, yeah, lower the lack of snowpack here. Yeah, that is a real thing. We'll see how the winter, or excuse me, the summer plays out. That snowpack is their water supply going into the summer, and when that gets when they don't have much snow up there, that's not good news for the ranches, farms, and the agriculture there on the east side. So hopefully it'll be okay. I don't know. It's every year is a little. You're dealing with fire country up there. So let me go ahead and throw up a link right there. It'll be open mic night tonight. Kind of doing that every week. I enjoy seeing everybody. Anybody who wants to join in can click that link that I've thrown in the comments there, and that will magically transport you straight to the green room here, where I'll see you and introduce you on. So yeah, there's what is it? So ranching kind of requires you to be at the ranch. Animals don't understand me hanging out in Arizona. This is a true story. This is a true story. So, no, I'm just happy that you could be down here and enjoying some of it a little bit at a time. So it probably makes the winters go by a little bit better. I don't know. So I know it's always happy to have you here, and so we'll see you. We'll see you next time. I haven't figured out when that's going to be yet. We're gonna have to work on that. So, oh, before we go too far, we had our fantasy football update. Actually, last week was our fantasy football Super Bowl, and let's see if I can switch you over here. We did have a new champion for this year. Actually, an old champion has won the championship. Guys, I've been doing the fantasy football for how long now? I just want to win once. I just want to win once, and I haven't been able to do it. I miss everybody. I'm kind of in a pout. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, so Tom and Lori are sure sorry they missed you, and I know they wanted to see you, and too bad that we couldn't make that happen. But working on plans, maybe we'll make that happen somewhere up north. So yeah, Jen, you're not wrong technically. I mean, I don't know. Your game just kind of fell apart there at the end, and don't even know you were you were holding on to the number one position for a long time there and had the best record, but you got to be able to win those Super Bowl games. You got to be able to win those playoff games when they come up, and that's where I lost it. I slipped all the way down to we'll go over there right now and I'll show you and introduce our next or this season's winner. See if I can. Where's that? No, that's not it. That's not it. How about this one right here? Bup, 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 bup. Do, 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 do. See. That one right there. Let's go ahead and share that real quick. Make sure that you guys can see it. There it is right there over on the right hand side. Well, yeah, that would be the right hand side of the screen for you. Congratulations to the 2025 league champion Oblong Balls. That's Mr. Gary right there. We'll scroll down a little bit so you see the first, second, and third. We've got the hard yard, Mr. Lenny right there, and Wandering Stars, Dawn. Somehow, I tell you what, that was a late season come from behind. Made it all the way up into the third place position. So congrats to him. We'll scroll down a little bit. We had No Plays Like Mahomes. There's Miss Jen. Let's see those TDs. That's yours truly, thrown back into the fifth place spot along with Cowboy Travelers there right behind me. So let's real quick we'll swap over to Game Center and we'll show you the games for this this past week. And there it is right there. There's your Super Bowl game. And you can see Mr. Gary Lenny was doing a fantastic job right to about this point. And Mr. Gary kind of took this was late Sunday evening. Let's see if we can get that time stamp in there. About 4:30 Sunday, 4 or 5 o'clock Sunday, started to make that jump and just ran away with it, charging all the way up to 150 points. Lenny just couldn't join him in that pursuit and just kind of fell off. So it's, that's the way the games go. So congrats to Gary. He is now the second time he has won the league championship. And congrats to you, Gary. Congrats. So go over some of the other games last week. No Plays Like Mahomes. There's Miss Jen. Come on, let's see. Play along here, Starlink. Play along. Well, maybe it's not going to play along. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's funny, even with Starlink, there we go. No Plays Like Mahomes. There, I'm telling you, that's probably one of the worst games that Miss Jen has had this whole last season, holding the number one spot for weeks and weeks. And then I don't know what happened. Just the last weeks, teams, their players get hurt, your star players get hurt, and everything goes downhill from there. Meanwhile, Don seemed to have the magic touch, taking out yet another win, giving him that third place position. We'll go over and slip over to my game with Cowboy Travelers. Oh, come on. Really? You can do it. Well, I managed. I'll just go ahead and tell you, I managed to pull out 111 to Cowboy Travelers 82. Again, not the greatest of games. We just that's kind of the way they go at the end of the season. Simpler RV Life against Miss Bonnie right there. Bonnie making up a late showing. I mean, there's some of her games were fantastic and some of them were awful, and she just couldn't seem to do it. But in the end, here, 175 to 139, and Smoke Eaters and Flying Monkeys. That's Mr. Howard and Miss Cindy right there playing against each other for that 9th and 10th place spot. Flying Monkeys taking the win. I'll show you how that all the teams shook out for the season. See if we can get down here. Standings right there. There we go. And well, that's not right. That okay. That is how their records all shook out, but not the winners. Where's my I can't see my well, I can't seem to pull up our 9th and 10th place. Where's our let's see if come on. Come on. No. I guess I just have to stop. Anyway, there we go. We'll go ahead and stop at this point. But no, I just very happy that everybody had fun with it. I sure did. And let's see if we can get over there. I did. So I love putting this on every year, and it is kind of fun trying to watch people that really are trying to figure out how to get back up into the rankings and make that coveted 6th place spot to get into the playoffs. So Dave, you're the man. Can't you give it to Jen? There we go. Well, I just put the standings up. Miss Jen did have the best record for the season. She just didn't win her playoff games, but she did have the best record for the season. So they didn't play my good players. Yeah. Yeah, there's an interesting thing right there. And there's something to be said for that. As your teams kind of lock their playoff positions, the rest of their games until the playoffs, they're not going to play their top players, and you really have to foresee that and keep that in mind as you're picking your teams for the current week, because some of your best players may not play much, if at all, so that they can save them for the playoff games. The other thing that happens with fantasy football, when you start getting towards the end of the season, you have a lot of hurt players, and those hurt players will set you back real quick. So there's some challenge to making it. Now, why was I spinning? I'm telling you, we're running on the Starlink tonight, and it does great, but I don't know. There's a little pause or something with the Starlink happens every now and then, even though you have great signal. Little strange. But I noticed that with Dawn's when we were traveling up a couple years ago, traveling together, and his would pause or blink every now and then. So, mm. Well, how is everybody else doing out there? Hopefully, everybody is staying warm if you're in the northern states, and staying warm when you're down in the southern states too, because I don't know how the East Coast is doing. But I can tell you right now, it's not too bad right now, but we got 65 in Yuma right now is my telltale says. And that's probably the warmest that we've been this whole week. So we are having babies here. What does that mean, Bill? Yeah, there we go. I can tell you, Bonnie is probably saying the same thing. She's got little baby goats running all over the place down there, and so she got home just in time to get in on that. That's something that happens with her on her ranch every year about this time, and so I get pictures of baby goats every now and then on my phone as they're coming along. So, no, what as I'm just see if I can read through some of the comments here. Oh, the Jack Russell Terrier is having puppies. Okay, very cool. Very cool. One of these days I will have another dog. So it's that time of year. And boy, I'll tell you what, by the time that I get back up there, those baby goats have kind of grown up a little bit, and they are running around everywhere up there. And I'll tell you what, she has her hands full up there. She does a damn good job of keeping those critters all hopefully where they're supposed to be. Connections are offline, or it'll try to connect. I didn't know that. That is interesting. Let me see if we switched over. I don't know. We're still on the Starlink, but that might explain it. That might explain it. Oh, yeah. Lori said the baby goats are hilarious. They actually are. They are characters. I mean, absolutely. And they're running around and getting into everything. So I but I tell you what, I think Bonnie has just as much fun with them as we do watching them. So they're a lot of work though. So I give you credit. I definitely give you credit. Uh, lost your audio. Lost your audio? Really? Guys, can you guys hear me? Guys can't hear me? How about now? Can you guys hear me? I can hear. We have auto. We have auto. Okay. Good. Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe I just unplugged my mic and plugged it back in on the USB. So the only reason they exist is because the adults are not so cool. Yeah, Lori's got it right. Yeah, yeah, the old goat you live with is pretty fun too. There you go. Too funny. Bonnie has it down. She's a badass. Sorry for the language. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. I every now and then, maybe I hit the button. There is a little button down on the bottom of my screen, and if I hit it, yeah, it might have shut my camera off or my mic, but I didn't think I hit anything, so I don't know what's going on there. I still the mic on my my laptop. I still use a USB mic that I keep over here, and I keep just for the lives because first of all, the sound is so much better, but the other side of it is the mic on the laptop. For some reason we went through a couple of updates from Windows, and it does not play well with my laptop. And they've managed to kill it a couple times. I've managed to get it back a couple times, and finally I just gave up. So every now and then I have a Zoom meeting or a live thing on Meet or any of the other FaceTime type programs, and I literally have to get my other mic out. So every time I fix it, another update hits, and boom, my mic is gone on the laptop. Frustrating, but we can get by without it. So Tom is working out, getting ready for the fridge. Hey, there's Mr. Gary right there. We already announced you as the big winner there, Mr. Gary, of the Super Bowl. Congrats. And you played a hard-fought season. So I hope you had fun with that, and good to see you here. So no, I don't think that fridge is going to be that bad to do. If you don't know, going to go over and see if we can't get a fridge into a coach. There's a whole team of us that are getting ready to descend on Bob and Pearl's rig and get that fridge in there. So, and apparently Bob gave Pearl the credit card and said go shopping for the day. So yeah. Dave, how's your schedule? When do you figure to work us in on the fridge? We can start anytime, guys. We can start anytime. I think you just got back today, did you not? But yeah, whenever you're ready, Bob, let's make it happen, Captain. So I don't think that job is going to be that much to make happen. So especially with the help that we've got coming out. So I am in whenever you guys want to do it. So we can start as early tomorrow, and hopefully maybe by the end of tomorrow we could have a fridge in. So if we can get that fridge done, yeah, we can get you guys off to Quartzsite and you can try it out. Uh-oh. Here we go. I don't. Good luck with that. I think you've already dug that hole, Bob. I don't think you're getting out of that, I'm afraid to say. So, and Tom's open any day this week outside of Friday. Yeah, I'm good whenever. Bead Trapper's in the house. Hi. Gary asks, how big is the new fridge? And yeah, I don't know. I've talked a little bit with Bob, and sounds like they got one that's just right. So I don't think we're going to have that big of a problem with it. Let's hope not. Anyway, I plan on filming. I figure we're all going to be filming. So it's as Bob said last week, it's going to either be an epic install video or an epic comedy. We will just see. It's up to me. I'm fine tomorrow. I'm fine tomorrow. I'm fine on Tuesday. Fine on Wednesday. So see, Bob, you're not getting out of that. You're not. So, and I something tells me that Tom is now kind of in trouble. It's a 3-camera shoot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We could have 3 cameras going 3 angles at all times. Oh, there you go. Oh, Lori says, "What? This just got worse, Bob. This is this is this is getting worse. We better get that fridge done quickly." You got it. Tuesday is fine. We'll make it happen. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And and three angles, 3 camera angles to capture all the adventure. Oh, too funny, guys. Too funny. I apologize for not having any video ready for you tonight. I have not been out filming. If you're joining us late, um, guys, it's been chilly here. It has not been the kind of weather where you want to get out and explore, and it's been windy and makes you want to stay in and hibernate. So, kind of what I've been doing this week. Who's Curly? Who's Curly? That's got to be Tom. Tom's got to be Curly. Yeah, this is this is this is not looking good for Bob. I'm just saying. Uh-huh. Who are you kidding? No. Ay, ay, ay. Gary, that's what I told everybody. I was talking to everybody earlier, and I said I had conversation with you via text, and it was 54 at Gary's place there in Canada. It was 50 here. So, and I will say that the wind is the cutting edge here. If it was just the chill in the air, yeah, I think it's livable. You throw a light jacket on and everything's fine. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. Um, but it's been windy here during the day, and that 60 degrees feels like 40 or even lower when that wind starts cutting through. So yeah, it's yeah, that and that's kind of what it's been doing this week. I hope that we trended warmer today, first day and warmest day we've had in a week, and I hope we're gonna keep that up, guys. It was one morning I woke up and looked, it was 43 degrees, and in Yuma, that just never happens. It it just doesn't happen in Yuma. It was colder in Yuma than it was in Quartzsite. I know because I looked. So, yeah. So, thank you guys. Thank you. Thumbs up. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Oh, was it that windy? I know I couldn't put my flag up. I haven't been able to put my flag up all week. So I didn't realize it was that much. Brian McCullough's in the house. Glad to have you here. Oh, Bob, Tuesday is good. I can get there. You go. And Lori says she can get her shopping list ready, and she'll have her shopping list ready by the time we get to Tuesday. Yeah. I'm glad that my wallet's in my pocket and nobody's going to be taking mine. That's just got done cleaning. We'll be looking at mid to low 30s here over. Oh my gosh, Bill, where are you at? That can't be Florida, is it? That can't be Florida. Mid to low 30s here overnight the next weekend. Is Florida getting that cold? Miss Pearl is cheering on Lori, and Bob is saying, Tom, get your wife in control. It ain't gonna work, Bob. You've been trying for how long now? It's not gonna work. Mm-hmm. You were the one that said it. You said it. You did not have to say it. Yeah, just open mouth, insert foot. You said it, so there you go. I think you said it. I'd have to go back over the footage, but I think you said it. I just said send Miss Pearl out, for the day shopping or something. Maybe I did say it. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Bob. Yeah, I I think I may have done it. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry. I could see myself saying, yeah, send Miss Pearl out shopping. I probably did. You can be the adult in the house and get both. It's, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, no, I'm looking forward to that project. I think it's going to go real easy, and probably already know we're going to have to. Yeah, but Brian McCulloch says that ain't happening. There are smart bets in this world, and yeah, Brian's got the right idea right there. So I think that's going to be it's going to be a fun project. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. So I was actually joking when I said send Miss Pearl out for the day, and I mean I don't I I'm going to be quiet now before this starts costing me money. Why we're high low weathered. Yeah, there you go right there. Went to Indy for New Year's and was 60 the day before. Never broke 35 for a high in 5 days I was there. Oh wow. Yeah, that's up there. So I could see that. But it's been cold here too. The thing is normally when you're in quartzite, you can, if it's 30 degrees in quartzite, you can generally count on it being 35 or 40 down in Yuma, so to speak. It's very rarely have I ever felt 30s in quartzite. I have before, but I say that only in reference to if it's 45, you can count on it being 5-10 degrees warmer in Yuma normally. That isn't playing out right now. That is not playing out right now. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, truth. Shh. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up because I apologize. I don't have much planned for tonight. And I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night early tonight. And hopefully with any luck, we'll start getting a little warmer. Oh, side note, I may end up. I don't know. I did hear that um, the smallest church in well the country, for what I understand, used to be here in Yuma, and it's gone now. The land has been leased, and the smallest church is no longer there. If you know, it's right there by the bridge to nowhere, and you know that I've been over to it a couple times. I believe I've filmed it and had it here on the live a couple times. Quite unique. Kind of sad. I read the story about that it's not there anymore. So there's Mr. Gary. Let's bring Mr. Gary on. Gary,
hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. Well, congrats there, Super Bowl champ.
All right. Oblong balls, number 2.
Number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the second time. I'm getting washed
Yeah,
out
that's
here.
your second win now. You know, I don't know how much I'm going to have to pay you guys to let me win for a season.
Well, I was thinking I should sit out a season to give you a shot. Hey, there's a lot of luck involved, right?
There is. There's luck and there's skill, and I would say they're pretty evenly split because I talked my brother into playing one year because I needed to fill a spot on the league, and he never touched his team through the whole season. And up until the last few weeks, he was right there at second, third, fourth.
Nice.
And he never touched it. You know, my brother is kind of like that. You know, it's like you ask him to. You think that he might enjoy participating and doing something. No, he said, you said that I didn't have to do anything with it. So he took me literally.
I used to be in a football pools before at a company I worked at. And all we did was every week we were supposed to put in our picks as to what teams are going to win. And I never knew anything about football, but I said, I'll play and give me home teams the whole season. And they said, okay. And I won.
Nice. Yeah.
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 But you know what? They took the win away from me because they said that they didn't even know I was playing. I should have put my picks in once. Although I already paid.
Yeah, this is kind of a technicality after the fact.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't do that to you unless I could figure out how to do it to you, and then I might do it to you. I don't know.
Well, the crazy part is everybody had to kick in $50 at the beginning, right? That's what the season was going to be for, right? So I had already paid, and I said, give me home teams.
Yeah. Okay, so Bob is asking, he says, Gary, do you have a beard?
What's going on there?
Yeah, what do you got going on there, Gary?
Didn't I shave for the show? I guess not. Eh? Well, you got me by surprise.
Okay, we're just going for that new look, kind of that rough look right there.
It looks blue.
So does mine. Don't look too closely. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about growing a beard. It's more like being lazy, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I shaved for the show last week, so that's what you get in a week, right? Or maybe no, I went out for dinner one day this week. I don't know.
I let it go, and then I kind of, you know, it's like, okay, I need to do something with this, and I'll shave it off, and then I'll let it go for a couple of weeks, and then I'll shave it off, and I don't know. So I'm about 2 days in on this one right here, but. Okay.
I get gray everywhere, and then I get 2 black lines right here. It looks like somebody took their greasy fingers and went like that. Just like this. So I don't do it because it looks weird.
Miss Bonnie says, congrats on a great season.
Oh, thanks, Bonnie.
I'm here to tell you that's the nicest thing anybody's said about you.
I believe it, yeah. Right. That's why I came in late. I wanted people to get their frustration out first.
Exactly. So it's like, How does Gary keep doing that?
It's beginner's luck.
I heard from a number of teams this year is like, and from the very beginning, Gary, I don't care. I just want to beat Gary. So all the way from the beginning, I'm hearing this, and here you go pulling off the Super Bowl win.
I thought these are my friends.
I know, right? Yeah. No, all the way up until when it comes to fantasy football, and then maybe not so much.
Got to get Gary out of here.
Yeah. you might want to consider changing your name just during fantasy football, and then you can change it back. Then you say, "God, I don't know who they're all complaining about."
I have no idea who Oblong Balls is, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Never met him.
Yep.
There's Carol back there somewhere sneaking around.
I saw her back there.
Hi,
Carol.
Give a little wave.
Hi, Miss Carol.
Hi,
Where is she?
Yeah.
She's hiding behind my chair.
Guys.
She's going to watch TV in the bedroom.
Gary, Tom and Bob want to know if Carol wants to go shopping with the girls while we do the refrigerator. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she likes the credit card thing. That's for sure. It's Bob's credit card. Yeah, you want to go shopping on Bob's card? She's game.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, just give me the numbers. We'll make it work out here.
Oh, see that again. This is the nicest they've talked to you about you this whole this whole season is like.
Yeah. Everyone's very nice to me face to face.
Right, exactly. When it's in a public forum, but no. No,
well, I try not to gloat or brag or anything. I try to keep it under control, right?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mention that I've only played 3 seasons and I went to the Super Bowl 3 times and I won twice. I would never bring that up.
I'm telling you, I was serious when I said we're gonna have to work out a deal to at least let me win one. I've been playing all these years and no, I don't get any. So apparently.
Honestly, I got nervous in the end. I don't know if anybody knows, but I must have made 20 trades in the last 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
But they were all for the bench.
I do notice that. I do notice that.
I was in a crazy situation. I had like 4 people that were what do they call it? Doubtful, right?
Yeah.
Going to the final game and you got 4 people that are doubtful. You got to cover the bench.
Exactly. Maybe we can play with Canadian dollars if Carol goes.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, everything's 30%
I think
off.
that our dollar is tanking. What you'd have to spend on those Canadian dollars, it would cost too much, Bob. Don't say that. Yeah, I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah, everything's I looked online one day at what the prices were at Walmart in Florida and Walmart in Canada, just see the difference. And it's shocking that how expensive the stuff is in the US. And that's comparing Walmart to Walmart,
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I have a Canadian investment that I kind of get an update on the dollar, and
nobody's ever spoke about me like that before.
I know.
Well, I'm proud to be Dave's Canadian investment. That's nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I do, and and they convert it when I get the checks down here, and I'll tell you what, I'm getting less and less, and it breaks my heart. Desert Gypsy says Dave is whining again. So there you go. I just want to win. Who do I have?
Has there ever been a week that you were in first place?
Oh yeah.
Well, there you
go. Yeah. I was there for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, this season, I think, right?
And then Jen came up and kicked my ass, and then slowly but surely I started dropping down, and then I hit like the third place, and I hung there for a while. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to have to start sending out like $5 bills to everybody each week. Let let Dave win for a $5 bill. Would you do it for $5?
No.
Not even
No.
if you were paid.
No.
Yeah. No, I
Well,
have a lot of
considering a
fun
coffee these days is $5, you know, I don't know.
right. Yeah. Are we talking 5 US or 5
Yeah.
Canadian?
Yeah.
So that might make a difference.
Well, my kids go to that Starbucks and stuff, and that stuff's expensive, man. They get like an $8 coffee, you know.
Oh,
It makes no sense.
that's par for the course anymore. That's
Yeah.
par for the course. Dave, next year, book yourself into all the slots, and then you'll be sure to win. Yeah. I'm sure to get all of my football picks, and I can truly build my perfect team if I just have all the slots. I don't think that would be as much fun. I think I'd have more fun playing against others. It's just that I'm going to have to pay them to let me win.
Well, you know what you told me right in the beginning is it's all about the numbers, right? It's a stats game.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that kind of stuff, right? So
right.
I don't even know who most of the players are. I don't even know who the players are on my team. At the Super Bowl, but the night before the Super Bowl, I was reading out what the difference is between a running back and a wide receiver and a tight end. I never really knew the difference of what all those were until
I still don't.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned that. It's like, and understand, to play fantasy football, you don't need to know.
No.
And I told you then, and I'll say it now, is like, you're looking at the numbers, and all the stats and all the numbers are right there in front of you, so that you can make decisions, and you don't really need to know even how the game is played.
Well, you also look at stuff like it'll show you which guys could score possibly more points for you, like a better tight end or whatever, you know, for that weekend, right? But do you want to trade for that guy when you look at the long-term statistic average on the guy? And normally he averages lower than your guy does, right? But this weekend he's going to do better. So do you trade or not trade, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big part of it right there, I think.
Oh, yeah. Make a mistake.
Went a little choppy there. I don't know. Make a mistake and what?
Make a mistake and you just left 50 points on your bench.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and one thing that was happening to me at the Super Bowl this year was my quarterback, who I don't even know his name, believe it or not. I would recognize if I read it. But anyway, my quarterback was expected to not be actually required as long as they could beat Miami, or they got ahead from Miami, they would take him out at the end of the first quarter or the end of the second quarter. I didn't read that until just before the game was starting. And I guess they were going to save him for the following weekend. I don't know. But I read that and I went, oh my God, they're going to take my quarterback out. And then something happened to Lenny's quarterback, which was the savior, right?
And Jen's too.
Yeah.
I mean, Jen had Patrick Mahomes, and Mahomes got. And
well, there you go. See, I didn't even know why Jen had that name, you know, whatever her team name was.
I know.
I didn't even know why, because I didn't even know there was a guy named that, Patrick Mahomes. I know now.
Right. Yeah. And, you know, there's no way to predict somebody getting hurt. There's no way to.
That's right.
You know, you just never know. So that's what keeps it kind of competitive. That's what keeps it fun, and also gives a lot of chance to, you know. And I know a lot of people have said, well, if my guy gets hurt, why can't I pick somebody else to put in his place? You know, and I totally agree with you. But it's not
once the game starts, so that's it.
Yeah, it's not one of those options that there. You pick whatever players and you go into that game hoping that they play through the whole thing. And when they get hurt 3 months in or 3 minutes into the game, there's no saving it. There's no,
There was a trade I was trying to do one time early in the year, maybe last year, I don't know, but it was, once some of the games start, you can still trade some of the players from the other games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that, and I didn't realize that the guy that I wanted to trade was about to start, and I missed him by just minutes of trading him away.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm stuck with him. He's already started the game, right?
Right. If you miss it even by a few minutes, you're stuck. And again, that's kind of the fun of playing. The other thing that the app actually does a really good job of giving projections.
Yeah.
And it will actually automatically do it for you.
Yeah.
The problem is can you trust that information? Do you trust that information? Because I don't know who's generating the projections, but I'll tell you what, I've just never trusted it.
It's got to be some crazy algorithm like they do with baseball, right? They could talk statistics the entire game without anybody even having to hit a ball, right? It could be like 3 hours of statistics.
Right.
Yeah. But it's tough. Like with football, a lot of stuff I find that that stuff changes right at the beginning of the game. That's you really don't want to have an empty spot in a game. That happened to me once last year.
Yeah, every now and then I miss it. I'm not paying attention. I'll have a hole for a Sunday night game or a Monday night game that the guy was hurt and I didn't pick up on it, and they announced that he's not going to play. They do a pretty good job of notifying you, but every now and then you miss it, and so there you go.
Well, I do pay for the app, right? I don't know. I know some people do and some don't.
Yeah.
Really, all the app does is you still make the decisions. It's just easier to find what the decisions are, right?
Right.
Yeah. So there's really not much difference. I played with the app and without, but with the app, it's better because you don't miss out on a guy that was just called. He's not going to play tonight,
Okay. Yeah.
Because that'll help. Like right before a game, they'll switch it up for you, right? Because someone's not playing.
Maybe that's why I'm not winning, is because I'm too cheap to pay for the app.
That's probably has a lot to do with it.
It might have a lot to do with it. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, still it shows you, what your options are more than researching it on your own, right?
Right.
But still, when you research on your own, you're getting the same stuff, right?
You really are. You just have to
how
work
convenient
a
do you want it to
it.
be, right?
Right. Yeah. And and knowing which players to get rid of is a matter of numbers. It's like I don't know the player, but I'm looking at the numbers and
exactly.
And that's why I said if you're good with numbers, if you're good with kind of trends, they even show trends.
I can't believe it's not King.
What is going on? Okay, my wife has control of the remote in the back, and it messes with all the TVs up here.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
there you go. That got exciting.
Yeah, that's because she's back there behind that glass flipping channels.
I like it.
Yeah, we yell at each other quite often about that. Hey, you changed my channel.
Nice. Well, congrats, Gary. We're going to have to wrap this one up, but congrats. It's been a great season playing with you, and hopefully I can count on to see you next season. And I'll probably hit I generally hit up the veteran players for changes that you might want to make along the way. And I
don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and the more that you play, the more that it's like, what, if we change that rule a little bit, and I like to offer that up before every season because you're going to make the changes, they need to be done before the season starts. And so I've got a few of you veterans now that are able to say, hey, can we change this? And it's like, yeah.
I know I've asked you a few times what some of the how we had some of the settings. I know I asked you about how it works, but I've never really.
What I'd like to do, and I thought about it this year, what I'd like to do is get the people that are interested in helping make the changes. I don't mind sharing the screen and putting it up there so that you guys can actually see. It's like, oh, that's an option, because they do have many options. Yeah. And the trick is that the changes just need to be made before the season starts. So,
well, for sure. Yeah. You can't change stuff mid-season.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you'd even change, though. It doesn't, is it like how many people you can have on the team, or?
Yep, you can change that. How many teams you can change it.
I want at least 5 more guys then.
Right, you can actually do that if you want. You can change and you want it to be everybody is given a certain amount of money for the draft. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And you're only you have a cap on what you can pay for players when you do your draft.
Nah, that's too complicated, man.
Right? Yeah, it's like so. There are a lot of options, and and it is fun. But I don't mind though, getting together, because I know Don and some other team managers have said, "Hey, can we change this?" We can't change it after the season starts, but before the season starts, we could all get together in the format kind of like this right here, and just kind of go over, the things you can change.
I'm just reading the comments there. Not only is Bob giving out his credit card, but he's cooking everyone at breakfast on Tuesday.
Oh, man.
That guy's amazing.
Oh, yeah, I see it right there. So we had, wow, Bob, just the hole gets deeper.
Does he buy beer too?
Yeah, we have sandwiches and beer.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people like to have a shot too. You got to have that around, right?
Yeah. You know what? All of you guys are pretty amazing people, and I expect, nothing surprises me. I'm completely fortunate and blessed to have everybody. And some people that aren't here tonight, but Dawn and I can't say enough. So very thankful for everybody out here. So,
well, I'm very happy to know everyone as well. Really.
Well, and I've hung out with
anyone from this group that I've actually met face to face. Awesome people, all of them.
Right. Yeah. I can't say enough. So. You have to ask Pearl. She has the credit card, Bob says. Oh, there you go.
Maybe you should get some copies made of that card, right? You can get extra people.
I'm going to let that be the last word of the night, because we're over time, but there it is right there. Just ask Pearl. She has the credit card.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hang on there. We'll I don't know if you want to hang out after the live,
but
sure,
why not? 2 minutes, yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Live life full time. Yeah, Pearl says, sure, where are we going?
Well, we got to plan what we want on the credit card then.
Right, exactly. Is there an Amazon option to Bob's credit card?
I got a dent in my fridge, and the